for you. Fox 4 News starts now.
Hello, I'm Dan Godwin with a look at what's making news in North Texas. Police in Tarrant County say a car was found in a fast food restaurant parking lot with the driver slumped over the steering wheel and a body in his car. Police say 31-year-old Nestor Joel Lujan Flores was slumped over in the driver's seat. They say he smelled of alcohol. Police say Flores told them he thought he hit a deer in Dallas. When Dallas deputies got involved, they found evidence a pedestrian was struck along I-30 and Cockrell Hill Road. They believe that is where the crash happened. The impact was so severe, police say the man's body was sent through the windshield and into the passenger seat.
What a sad situation that you're going to be in such an impaired state of mind that you think that you struck an animal some 40 miles away, when in reality it was a human being that is now inside your passenger seat and you don't realize that, and you drive all the way to our city.
The name of the victim has not been released. Flores' car was captured on traffic cameras Saturday afternoon without damage. Police believe the crash happened sometime after 6 p.m. A train derailed in Parker County west of Fort Worth after it crashed into an 18-wheeler. The Texas Department of Public Safety says the 18-wheeler got stuck on the train tracks near Aledo just before 10 yesterday morning. The Union Pacific train was headed to Fort Worth. DPS says the crash caused 2 train engines and 17 train cars to derail. The train conductor had minor injuries and was taken to a hospital for treatment. Hundreds of people gathered today to say goodbye to former Dallas County District Attorney Craig Watkins. He died last week at his home at the age of 56. Today's services were at Concord Church in Dallas. His burial will be tomorrow at Laurelland Memorial Park, also in Dallas. The U.S. Transportation Department has imposed an assessment on Southwest Airlines of $140 million in response to the carrier's meltdown last holiday season. According to the department's investigation, last year the airline canceled just under 17,000 flights, affecting 2 million people. The agreement includes a $34 million fine. In addition, the airline is required to set up a $90 million fund to compensate passengers for future delays. Southwest was credited $33 million for the refunds they've already distributed.
I'm making my list and checking it twice.
Coming up on Fox 4 News, he's known as Sanitation Santa, and he's making his way through the streets of Garland.
Rain chances on the way up. We'll have the details coming up.
A pair of high-flying world records were set at a holiday drone show in the Fort Worth suburb of North Richland Hills last night. Sky Elements, a Fort Worth-based company, used nearly 1,500 drones to create a nutcracker, a tree with falling snow, and several other rather amazing images. The displays set records for the largest fictional character and the largest aerial display made with drones. The show took place at the Birdville ISD Stadium. In this week's Texas to-do list, a Grand Prairie restaurant with a new take on dinner and a show. It involves a 3-course meal and a flight over DFW. Here's a look at Delta Charlie's.
All right, guys, you ready to go fly?
Oh, yes, I am. I think it's time to ditch dinner and a movie and take date night to new heights. Literally. On this week's Texas to-do list, I'm at Delta Charlie's, located in Grand Prairie.
Delta Charlie's is 3-course dinner for 2, plus the scenic tour around downtown Dallas. Just seeing downtown from a different perspective, it's an amazing experience.
Your flight on this privately piloted plane takes you from the Grand Prairie Municipal Airport to an unbeatable bird's eye view of the Dallas skyline.
This is year-round. We do it Wednesday through Sunday. The flight's about 22 minutes. Weather permitting, we do about 150 couples a week.
Your reservation also includes a 3-course meal. If you have an anxious stomach, don't worry. You can opt to dine after your flight.
We make the reservations based on the flight time. So if you have a 7 o'clock flight time, you can choose to eat first. We recommend you come an hour and a half before, or you could just come half an hour before, check in, fly, and then eat when you land.
For your safety, Delta Charlie's does have one restriction that you should be aware of before booking your reservation. To find out what that is, you can watch the full story on our streaming channel Fox Local, as well as Fox 4's YouTube page.
For the Texas To-Do List, I'm Gabby Brewster.
Well, another gorgeous December day on tap. Take a look. Temperatures back into the lower 60s this afternoon. Lots of sun expected across the area as well. But don't get used to the sunshine, because we have some major changes coming to our weather as we head later on to this week. This nice area of high pressure that's kept our weather nice over the last couple of days, this is going to break down and push off into the southeastern United States. And heading into this weekend, we have a stormy area of low pressure that's going to be diving down into the Rockies and eventually the Great Plains. Out ahead of it, showers and unfortunately some thunderstorms will be on the increase as we head into Christmas weekend. And we could be talking about quite a bit of rain across the area. Take a look at what happens. We'll be dry through Wednesday. But on Thursday, moisture begins to increase. I think there will be a few showers around Thursday afternoon. No big deal. But as we head into Friday, Saturday, and into Christmas Eve, we start to see those scattered showers and thunderstorms really ramping up in coverage. And we are going to be talking about potentially multiple rounds of rain and storms. Take a look at the rainfall potential. Not a lot going on through Wednesday, but after that, notice rainfall totals really ramp up across the area. And by the time we get through Christmas Day, notice most spots end up with at least a couple of inches of rain. I think this might be underdone a bit as well. Either way, there will be some rain here heading into this weekend and into early next week. And we do need the rain, right? Drought conditions, they still continue across North Texas. I feel like we've been talking about this drought now for most of the year. And for right now, still have a moderate drought in some spots. So the rain is welcomed, but not ideal as we head towards Christmas. Taking a look at the rainfall totals around the area, we've for the year gotten about 26 inches at DFW. That puts us nearly 10 inches below average on the year. So pretty much everybody from Fort Worth to Love Field, DFW, all in a big deficit, and we do need the rain to help catch up. Now, looking at the big picture, shifting gears a bit, fairly mild today across Texas, 73 Brownsville. We'll end up in the lower 60s here at DFW. And all in all, as the country as a whole, it's not incredibly cold for December standards. And over the next several days, I don't really see that changing too much. In fact, it'll be trending a bit warmer out ahead of that system. Those high temperatures back up into the mid-60s, which is quite a bit above average for this time of the year. And the same can be said at night as well. It's going to be chilly tonight, 30s here in DFW, certainly a light freeze outside of the Metroplex. But after that, look at this. We're going to be nearly 20 degrees above average at night as we head towards this weekend. Not ideal as we get closer to Christmas time. And up in Canada, it is not cold, at least for their standards. 30s, 20s. This is not the big time cold we look for a strong cold front here. And until that changes, we're not going to see a big change in our weather pattern. In fact, through at least the end of the year. So this gets us through the last week of December. Warmer than average for pretty much the entire United States. But this doesn't necessarily mean, though, that it can't get chilly. It is December after all, so if you are dreaming of a white Christmas this year, there could be some snow up in parts of the plains, perhaps even far northern panhandle of Texas, so you may not have to go far here, but by no means are we expecting that here in DFW. In fact, much of the country will be snow-free on Christmas. All right, so here's that 7-day forecast. Lots of sun today. We start to see the clouds increase a little bit on Tuesday, mainly high clouds, but Wednesday it will be mostly cloudy. We start to see those isolated showers in on Thursday, and then heading into Friday and into the weekend towards Christmas Eve, we see those shower and storm chances on the increase.
All right, thanks, Dylan. He's known around town as Sanitation Santa. Gregory Reed works with the City of Garland Sanitation Department, and each Christmas he greets Garland residents with smiles and holiday cheer. His tradition began a while back when he decided to grow a beard. When it grew into a full white beard, people called him Santa. and it stuck. So his wife thought she'd help put together an outfit to match, and here he is.
I'll be driving through a neighborhood and honk my horn for whatever reason that gets people's attention, and they come running out of their houses to get pictures with Santa.
Sanitation Santa has been making his way through Garland neighborhoods for the past 4 years and plans to do so for many more. We're glad to hear it. And that's a look at what's making news in North Texas. Of course, for News Anytime, just go to fox4news.com.